Three, two, one. Well, hello, my friendly acquaintances. Welcome to Fire Your Boss. You can find us at fireyourboss.win. I am your host, George Bruno, and am joined by these two tremendous guys that I met a little over a year ago at a mastermind group. That's why I always talk about mastermind groups. You're going to find people that you can collaborate with and do great things, and you just never know until you try. We are talking about paid
I'm
memberships.
excited. Yes, I'm excited.
It is a marketing method. It's a way of anchoring your customers. Here's my experience with memberships. I'm trying to think of where I'm a member right now. All I have to do is look at my money clip and look at the various cards that I have in there, or key fobs, that kind of thing.
I'll start off. You're a member of Conversion Chemistry.
I'm a member of Conversion Chemistry.
A card-carrying member of Conversion Chemistry.
Card-carrying member, and it has its privileges. That's right.
That's right. Damn straight.
I'm a member of a gym, where I use an app, and they scan a QR code every time I go in there, and that's cool. And within that, it's the popular purple and yellow gym that has two levels of membership. And I think that's kind of interesting. You can become a general member, or you can become the black card member, which has access to various amenities, the red light booth, the total body enhancement, the hydro water bed massage thing, tanning beds, half price on Gatorade, and these types of drinks and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, plus you can bring guests anywhere, and you go to any gym across the country and bring a guest. So that's kind of interesting. And the difference between the two, I think, when I joined, because I'm grandfathered in, the membership to the gym is like $10 a month. With the black card, the higher level membership, I think it comes out to, well, for me, I think it's $20 a month. I think now if you join, it's $25 a month, something like that, which is pretty good if you make good use of it. I'm a member of that. I'm also a member of a movie theater in Ambler, Pennsylvania. And a member is considered a supporter of the theater, which is an independent film theater. It's not Hollywood blockbusters. It's independent films, and it's a nice theater. And it's not quite $100. I get like the senior couple membership, that kind of thing. So me and a guest can go, and the tickets cost like $6 or something like that. If you're not a member of the theater, the tickets are whatever movie theater tickets are out and about. What are tickets to a movie, regular movie? Are they 12, 13, 14, $15, something like that? I get in for $6, and membership has its privileges. I get invited to, they might have a director or a film critic come in, and I get special rates on like those kind of events. But the interesting thing about belonging to a membership theater is it's a higher perceived value. Can any person come in off the street and watch a movie there? Yes, they can, but they're going to pay, $15 for the movie, or whatever it is. With me, I pay the $6, and the membership is a perceived barrier that it's like a little bit uppity, so to speak. Like a soccer mom is not going to drop off 6 young teenage boys at a membership theater, and they're going to go into the theater and be talking and texting and throwing popcorn and making noise during the whole movie. People don't do that at a membership theater. It's the kind of theater where, like I was a film minor in college. When that thing comes up on the screen that says silence your cell phones, people take that super seriously. It's like there's no talking, no phones, you don't want to see phones lighting up or ringing or anything like that. And it's like pure film fanatics, people that love film, people that love studying directors and this kind of thing. And there's always like 3 or 4 movies playing that you never heard of, that are not from Hollywood. They're not big blockbusters, and they're distributed by independent producers, that kind of thing. And it is kind of an exclusive club, so to speak. I mean, it's a great place to join, to take a date, because it's very upscale. It's the kind of thing where, you can go in jeans and a t-shirt, or you can go there after a nice dinner date kind of thing. And it's nice, super clean. The seats are comfortable. It's just a classy place. But the perception is that it's a little bit exclusive. And I'm trying to think, I think that's about it as far as like memberships are concerned. But for me, memberships mean exclusivity. Frank, what do you think about memberships when it comes to marketing a product or a service? What are your thoughts?
Well, memberships can be a game changer for your online business. I mean, one thing I'll tell you, most people think it's very hard, but when you're looking at the huge opportunity that comes with it, I mean, we're talking about, excuse me, recurring revenue, long-term customer loyalty, and the ability to position yourself as a trusted authority in your niche. So, I mean, honestly, George, whether somebody's selling, online courses, they're offering coaching on some level, or they're creating content, really like a paid membership site done properly. That's the key point. Done properly can take your business to the next level.
Jonesy, what are your thoughts about memberships?
So I usually typically think about the psychological aspects of memberships, which I mean, you talk about exclusivity a little bit. I think of community a lot, in that there's going to be shared values, that it creates a sense of belonging. So it has the ability, and this is high funnel stuff. It's not necessarily tied to monetization, although it's obviously the pathway to that because you're fulfilling psychological needs. Creating a sense of belonging, and then through that, community. And then when somebody joins a membership or becomes a membership of something, they now feel this level of commitment because they're a member. I'm speaking in broad terms, of course. And, some people don't commit, but overall, it's a pathway to that, to commitment and consistency. Even like tribalism in some ways. Like I think about like CrossFit and Peloton, right? The culture that surrounds that.
Oh, yeah.
And CrossFit, theoretically, you can do CrossFit without having a membership, but there is a community at large surrounding CrossFit, which has a culture attached to it, total body type workouts. And then each individual gym, or a CrossFit box, as it were, has its own monetized membership. And then the same with Peloton, where, yeah, you can go to a Peloton class or like a spin class in a gym, or you can do it right from your home, and you're part of a larger community, thus increasing your level of commitment. I just joined another community where I'm a member of, and I wore it it was probably intentional. Team DYC, which is Dip Your Card, dipyourcard.com. We are in no way affiliated with them, except I am a customer and now a member. So they literally, it's Plasti-Dip. It's commercial grade Plasti-Dip with a spray gun system, so you can change the color of your car. But there's an entire community around it of car color and car styling exterior enthusiasts. It's wild. They've got a Facebook community of like 40,000 members or something like that, where even if you just go there for inspiration, ask for help, share tips, and now I'm part of that community. And there's no fee attached to that, but it's creating it's enhancing my loyalty to that brand. I've already bought the products, and I'll buy more. I should probably, Alan, maybe when this airs, I'll throw some screenshots of my handiwork. But yeah, no, I'm totally into it now, and that's where I'm. There's emotional involvement beyond just the parting of money from my wallet, as I feel like I belong to something else now that's exclusive.
So if you're going to buy more dip, I imagine you're not just going to buy like a 5-gallon pail of it. You're going to have to buy a car or a truck or a motorcycle to dip. Is that your way of telling us the vehicle collection will be expanding in the future, I guess?
I mean, I am of a growth mindset, so
the more wheels, the better, babe.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. See, that's what's great about this show, is we have differences of opinion and we can still love each other, because he's busy spraying everything neon and I'm buying antique tractor trailers from like when I was a kid. And I told George before he got on, I said, George, when I win the lottery, and I will, I have at least 20 old tractor trailers I'm going to buy, and are going to be restored. None of these 8 layers of chrome, and none of these, 10,000 lights on it, and it's just stock, baby. Because to me, stock is sexy, even on cars. Like I just like give me like an old Dodge Dart with the the 15-inch tires and the hubcaps. That's a classic to me. Now, do I love a Roadrunner or a Challenger? Yes, because I am a loyal Mopar man. But it goes to show you, even in business, you can still have differing opinions, different tastes and styles, and still make money together. And one of the things about community that you said, Jonesy, and I want to reiterate, building a paid membership site, right? It's not just about throwing up a few videos or some content behind some kind of a firewall. It really is about creating a community that you want to be part of. And I think the main challenge, though, for most people is delivering, a consistent, ongoing value that keeps members engaged, and more importantly, not only engaged, but paying every month. That's the holy grail. New content that keeps more people in than drop off every month, because you're going to get a little bit of drop off. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, I mean, you got churn, you got attrition rate. It happens. And that's you said it right there. Is that's the number one failure of a membership, or an entity delivering membership, is the inconsistent delivery of value, thus making it not worth it to become a member. And I hate to say it, but I dropped out of and quit being a board member of a local business association in this past year, for that reason, because there were conflicting factions of what the association should be. And all it was doing was stymieing progress and not delivering anything to the members. So I popped off. If I can't change something from within, and I wasn't there to lead it, certainly. But in groups like that, there's always going to be those who are committed to running an organization, and then those that get the work dumped on, and it's very easy to identify that. So I unfortunately noped out and decided that wasn't, didn't align with my values, and I didn't think it was right for the members who were paying for a membership who got nothing out of it.
It's funny how memberships can be formal or informal. When I look at car clubs, like I speak of Ambler a lot, and they have like First Friday, they have art shows, they have car shows, and this kind of stuff. And there is a certain camaraderie for certain types of cars, certain years of cars, certain styles of cars. When they have like a bike night, Lansdale has a bike night, Ambler has a bike night. I noticed over the years, having gone to bike nights and bike rallies for, I don't know, over 40 years, I noticed that motorcycles went from like stock Harley-ish kind of stuff to chopper Harley-ish stuff to scramblers. Then you started seeing touring bikes, big touring bikes, the Gold Wings and this kind of stuff. And then you started seeing the sport bikes. Now, those that know motorcycles, Sturgis is pretty much American-made motorcycles. It's not exclusively, but it's Harley, it's Indian, and a lot of choppers and this kind of stuff. But that's different than Daytona Bike Week, which is a lot of sport bikes. And different than Aspencade in upstate New York, which is pretty much Honda, like it's a Honda rally. And there is an exclusivity when you're part of the club. When you're part of the club, the Harley Club, the Indian Club, the Sport Bike Club, the Scooter Club, the Vespa Club. Like talk about niching down 3 to 5 levels. It's not just, oh, there's a motorcycle rally. I've learned over the years to say, what kind of motorcycles? Because they are not the same. Like they're all made completely different clubs. For instance, there's a gym about 5 miles from me. It's a bodybuilding gym, and it's in what was formerly like a warehouse or something, or with huge overhead doors that they open up all summer long, spring, summer, and fall, and close them in the wintertime. It's not air conditioned. It's big fans blowing, that kind of thing. It's guys yelling and screaming and grunting and working out in work boots, and nothing fancy, no fancy gear or anything like that. A lot of gallon jugs of water being carried around, all the stuff that like the purple and yellow gym doesn't want, this gym does. But this gym here is producing IFBB bodybuilders, just hardcore contenders, guys that are, bodybuilding pros. Whereas the yellow and purple gym, I don't know if that's producing any bodybuilding guys at all. I have no idea. But to be a member of one of those gyms, it means something. There's a significance. When I was cutting hair full time, there was a guy who would come in, and I'll never forget. It was like the stars were aligned. There was 5 barber chairs, and there was like 4 guys getting their heads shaved. Like, what is it's almost like playing the slot machines, you know what I mean? Like it was like all bald heads. It was, what are the chances that nobody was getting a haircut, but that everybody in that shop was getting their head shaved? It was pretty interesting. And a guy came in and he wanted a buzz cut. And he's like, yeah, give me a 1 on the sides, a 3 on top, taper the back, whatever. And all of a sudden, it was like heresy. Like, all the other guys are like, what? They're like, come on, join the club. And I thought that was interesting. Come on, join the club. The club was the Shaved Head Club. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Anything can be a club. Anything. It doesn't matter. Anything can be a club. Anything can be a formal membership or an informal membership. You could be I'm discovering the optimization and longevity community, which is just people that don't want to die young and want to stay healthy as long as they want. And it's a lot of gray hair in there that, in the past, gray hair meant like you're on your way out. Gray hair meant, you're weaker and need to be protected. Gray hair meant grandpa, that kind of thing. And I'm looking at the guys in this group that have like gray hair and white beards and all this kind, and they are jacked as hell. And I'm like, holy cow, this is the club that I've wanted to be a member of for a long time, because I just don't fit in with the younger guys. And so it's kind of cool to hang out with guys in their 50s, 60s, and 70s who, health and fitness wise, they're kicking ass and they help each other out. It's kind of like an informal Plastidip group where they're asking each other questions about operations and different options, and what are you taking, what are you eating, what's your diet like, and how much sleep are you getting, and nowhere else in the world do men talk about, so how much sleep are you getting a night, and how much protein do you get a day, how much, and these are just common conversations in this group. And there is a sense of exclusivity, and there's no young guy that wants to be part of it. No young guy with dark hair wants to be part of an old men's fitness club, that kind of thing. So it's kind of a neat thing. But we're talking about memberships in business with our product and service. To become a member of something, does becoming a member of something mean free product and service or discounted product and service once you become a member?
Well, I think it can be both, because with conversionchemistry.com, we have a free level. And then once you join at the paid level, you get everything in the candy shop. So you get some really good stuff for free, but it's sort of like, okay, you don't really know us. Maybe you do know us, whatever. Try us, see how you like us. And I'm telling you, the Niche Navigator alone in the free section, we should be charging for that. But Jonesy insists on keeping it free. It's one of our best things in the entire system, and we have a ton of them. So yeah, free, paid, discounts, exclusivity. You want to do a mix of that, and keeping in mind, as the marketer or the person selling this stuff, recruiting revenue. I mean, George, that's kind of the holy grail of online business, because, if you're hustling in the business world for a while, that constant grind of selling, just, man, does it get to you. You're always looking for that next customer, that next sale, that next new product launch. And it can be exhausting. And, like if you're only relying, say, on one-off sales, you have to keep finding new customers and so forth. Now, with a membership site and things like that, imagine waking up the first of every month and that you've got $5,000 in revenue coming in automatically because of your membership site. You got a reliable base of people who know you, like you, and trust you. Maybe they pay $20 to $50 to $100 a month. That's it. It doesn't take too many people at that point to build a loyal tribe of people who will stay with you. That gives you financial stability. It allows you to grow. And I'll even argue this, George, paid membership sites are better than one-offs a lot of the time, because really, if I'm making that much money from the membership site, those people expect that much more. And I have a relationship with them. So the stuff I put out, A, to keep them subscribed, is going to be better quality stuff, at least theoretically. And B, you would hope that if I had the financial stability of a monthly membership site coming in, I can have better content. I can improve my stuff because I know what my base next month is, and I have an incentive to reinvest in the business. So really, what I'm saying is a paid membership site done properly is a win-win for the business owner as well as the members themselves, because they grow together and they feed. I don't say feed off each other. They feast together. That's probably the best way to put it. So just my 2 cents there.
Yeah, I know. I just thought of another membership. I'm a member of AAA, and I have the highest level of whatever, what it's like the platinum card or whatever the heck that is. And I guess the average AAA will, if your car breaks down, they will tow you to the closest AAA member garage or something like that. With the platinum, which, you know, I pay a decent amount for it, they will tow your vehicle 100 miles to wherever you want it to go. Free gas, free jump, and give you a ride home and this kind of stuff. I remember one of my tensioner pulleys died, and the serpentine belt just got shredded, and there was no fixing this thing on the road at all. The bearings and the tensioner were dead. Guy was there within 20 minutes, put it up on a flatbed, brought it to my mechanic. This was from Northeast Philly, and brought it to my mechanic here in Conshohocken, and gave me a ride home. And I said, if I had to pay out of pocket, how much would this have cost? He says, easily $300.
Yeah.
And I said, so my membership paid for itself, more than paid for itself, with just using it once. And memberships give you a peace of mind. And there's definitely a good, better, and best element when it comes to AAA. I just love the idea of having a roadside assistance plan. I love that. And yeah, you can join just the regular plan, or you can go up certain levels. I just get the best of everything. And that way I never have to worry. I'm never sweating if the vehicle breaks down. And they do treat you better. I noticed that even when you make the call to AAA, like they're like, thank you for being a platinum member, or whatever it's called. I don't know. Thank you for being the platinum member. We want to make sure that you're, that you are satisfied with your service. And I'm like, boy, they never said this when I was just a standard member of AAA. So I love the exclusivity. I love getting treated better. I love the extra perks. And for me, I love the whole concept of memberships. Jonesy, what do you think?
Wow, and that was a lot. And I tend to agree with a lot of that, especially with the AAA Platinum, which I rarely ever have to use. Which I think there's like a universe effect to that, where since I have the subscription, therefore
Yeah.
nothing will happen, versus not having the insurance, and then stuff
Yeah.
goes, especially as I acquire more and more vehicles. I'm also a USAA member, which I have no military service in me whatsoever. I was just lucky to be born into the military family, so therefore the benefits are extended to me, and it's very, very closely related to that. You kind of talked a few minutes ago about discounts when you're a member of something, and we talked in a previous episode, and I'm mostly against discounts. However, I will put an asterisk next to that and say that that is a value and a benefit of membership.
Memberships, yeah.
Yeah, because as a business owner and offering a membership, I will say, yeah, I would discount services or bundle services, under that umbrella any day of the week, because now you're no longer really paying for acquisition costs. Um, you're, you're distributing the cost of acquisition over X amount of members, which means you can put more effort into the delivery of a thing, service or product, without spending as much capital on the acquisitions. So I'll do that all day long. And we'll advertise that all day long as well. So we'll use conversion chemistry as an example. The digital dominance blueprint by itself, could cost a few $100s priced. The niche navigator could cost $100, to use. Some of our side courses, are 50, 60, $97 courses, where you pay monthly or one-time lifetime subscription, and you get it all. And we've talked about this before. The core product, the digital dominance blueprint, we're going to redo that in a few years or update it because we have to. As the tech and marketing channels and platforms change, we adapt to that. The delivery methods change, we adapt to it. And you know what? We give away the original version of the course in our free membership now, because from a tech standpoint, yeah, it's a little outdated, but the core principles are in marketing are evergreen. So yeah, we'll with a membership reinvest and then keep giving you more and more value into the future, because I don't have to worry, or I don't have to focus on acquisition as much for each product or service. It's about the membership. So I'm
Absolutely.
overall value versus selling individual pieces of it.
Do you cover membership in conversion chemistry?
We do.
And also, would you guys be available for consulting if someone wants to create a membership component to their business? Is that something that you would consult people with?
We do, and there is some exclusivity with coaching with Frank and I, and that's why we're always going to say become a member first, because then you get access to us all the time, albeit digitally. But hey, not going to lie, it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but we have like open office hours and stuff like that too, where you can get some, if not all, of your questions answered as part of it. And sure, we do consulting and so forth. In addition to that, if it's a good fit for the client and for we had a guy the other day, that was a Tuesday, an hour and a half. We dissected his business, guy from Ireland, and dissected his business, George, to the nth degree, unpacked everything, looked it over, put it back together, built him a bigger and better. Jonesy, he would have paid for an hour and a half of consulting. He would have paid, between the two of us, he would have paid 500, 700, maybe something like that.
Basically, with a follow-up call.
Yeah, and he got it for free as part of his membership.
Got it part of his membership, and not only that, other members participated, including those who were in similar industries with him, and we may have forged a partnership with him there, which doesn't help me at all, but I think it's dope because we just helped our member in a way that we did not even predict. But it's also it is a predictable outcome of having a community of entrepreneurs with a growth mindset and shared values. But just so happened that two of those members it's like delivery and driving is the core focus here. They happen to collaborate and share ideas right away, brought together, where otherwise they wouldn't have even met.
I'd like to ask them, how they felt after that, being part of something, something that helped them grow, something that helped them solve problems, something that helped them connect, with other people that are on the same journey. I mean, what price do you put on that? You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, I got nothing done productive for the rest of the day because I was just very buzzed about that meeting.
It was a good, that's when it's a good call. And we're not saying it's self-serving at all here. And we're about to hand the mic back to our good MC, George. But it's pretty cool helping people. And yeah, damn Skippy, we want to have a good membership site. We'd be embarrassed if we put up a bad one, I would be. I know you would be too. Because it's not about selling content per se. It's about building a really tight-knit community of people, and a community that people want to be a part of. I guarantee you those guys and the other ones that we've helped in the things that we've done, they're there for a long, long time, if not for life. So George.
For better or for worse, there's members that we have that haven't even touched the coursework yet. And I can tell because they ask us questions during the Empower Hour as they're entitled to. And so I snarkily say, you obviously didn't finish module 4, but that's fine. You're here. We'll
I remember you saying that too. That was snarky. No, I'm only kidding.
But they want the mastermind. That's the value. Yep. The mastermind itself is obviously worth the price to that. And then the coursework becomes the bonus. Now, some folks, they go to do the coursework, and then the mastermind is their added value. And that's by design.
Well, that was a good talk about memberships. And I know we can This could be a whole day seminar talking about memberships and implementing them, and
Whole day similar, something like a Fire Your Boss Summit, perhaps.
Perhaps.
possibly, yes. Yes.
I'm going to keep teasing that because we are going to make it happen. I'm going to say spring of 2025. It's happening. Virtual summit.
Yeah.
time.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. No doubt. No doubt. I mean, we're already building that audience. It's an evergreen topic. People always want to fire their boss. And there's always going to be people who want to leave their job. There's always going to be bosses that are idiots. And if it wasn't for bad bosses, a lot of people would never leave their job. So, you know,
Thank you, bad bosses.
yeah, exactly.
You're providing a service for the entrepreneurial community.
There's a lot of bosses, but very few leaders out there. So maybe we can take the bull by the horns and with fireyourboss.win and like we talked about in the past, convert it to hire your boss. Because your boss probably hates his job. For the listeners that are out there, like there's this thing that we think like our bosses love their work. They hate their job as much as you do. And they want relief from it as well. So there is always a possibility that you could end up hiring your boss after you leave and start something. So we are not antagonistic and adversarial towards employers at all in any way.
Yes, let the record reflect.
Yes. All right. So that does it for memberships. Where can people find you, gentlemen?
Conversionchemistry.com. It is the be all end all to where we are on the internet. It is your portal to the membership. It is your portal to the mastermind, the courses, the 91-day course to allow you to fire your boss and monetize your side hustle. It is a gateway to our podcasts, our webinars. We are everywhere you want to be.
Beautiful. Be where the puck is going to be. That's it. I like it.
Don't expect me to be able to top that.
Yeah, I was going to say, my
Yeah,
God.
he shot his shot there, man. I'm done.
Yeah.
I got nothing. Mic drop.
that?
Boom.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. We will see you on the next broadcast where we're going to be talking about subscriptions. Thank you, my friendly acquaintances in the audience. Don't forget to go to fireyourboss.win, conversionchemistry.com, and stay tuned for the next episode.